喂，在这，你对我这个，对，你拿我这个。
那我就站在你边上。
这哪一个是话筒啊？
对呀。
这两。喂，这个。
大的。Welcome everybody. Thank you for coming today. My name is Jay Huang. On behalf of our organizer, the WeChat group of BAPA, Wenjie 摄影群. Thank you everyone to coming today. First of all, I'd like to introduce our special guest. He is also the speaker of our last seminar, Qiao. Another special guest is a member of the top photography elite group, Fortune, and he is also famous for his landscape capture with his beautiful model as foreground. His name is Jonathan Zhang, Beijing Zhangfu. I also want to thank you for the President Library who provide this facility for our seminar. Thank you, Tao Yu. And also, I would like to appreciate for the support from the media, just like Mrs. Joanne Zheng from U Channel, 那个 U4. Oh, Joanne Zheng. Norman Lin from CTV, 广东网电视, 长城电视. Of course, I want to thank you for our volunteer team. This volunteer team is come from our Bay Area Photography Salon and also Tri-Valley CCC group of people, especially our hardworking, energetic leader, Deng Aiping, as well as team member like Da Mi, Xiao Yang, Li Weimi, Fei Yu, so many of our member team. You guys making this seminar succeed. We are making the history here. And lastly, I'd like to introduce our guest speaker today. He is also the owner, developer of the PlanIT application, Wenjie.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Jay. Yeah, I just heard and thank you everybody. So I just say thank you here and all the organizer, everyone. Okay. So without further ado, let's start it. All right. So this topic today is applying practice how to use this application, use app in. So that's the purpose. So hopefully after finish this how to use the app. All right. So can you put the part to the slides, please. No, the other one. Oh yeah, this is the one. Can you make that screen only? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so today, okay, so first of all, let's look at why we landscape photographer. So tell me what's the most important thing in photography. So you guys can say it. What is it? Okay. Anything else? Composition. All right. The scene. Okay. That's yeah. Location. Okay, good. That's not something you can, but it's not really, okay. So for the any landscape, most and the location, because most landscape photography depends on the nature. From sun, from the moon, or even the right. So that's why the timing is very important. So the PlanIT app will help you in both. Let's look at this picture. So this is the only picture that use a PlanIT. Looks kind of weird here, but anyway, just tell me what picture. Not bad, all right. What's good about this picture? The cloud, okay. So anything good here? Oh yeah, there's a moon right here. Tiny, but there is a moon here. It's a full moon. And you see the lights over here, right? Because it's the sunset time. So this picture, I like this picture because it's like even fogs in the valley. I cannot predict sunset for the moon. Those kind of things can be predicted. I took this picture in 2012. At that time, I just happened to be there. When I look at this thing, I didn't even know I was there, really. Because it's so pretty. Wow, it's just like a wonderland, really. Okay, so after that I started, many things coming, I started thinking maybe I can plan this one instead of just happen to see it. I started writing the app. So after 3 years of working on the app, it's in shape right now, so that's why to you. So, and why PlanIT? Many features. People, how many of you have you? How many people? Okay, how many people are master of Okay, so there are a lot of guys actually better than me. Well, some people actually use that. J is a good one, Y is a good one. So the reason you use a PlanIT because combine a lot, pretty much all your leads for landscape. There are other apps, like famous one like Sun Surveyors. Those are excellent apps as well. The app is the only one that you can plan without going out. You can plan exactly. The only thing cannot predict is one people said cloud. That's something you can look at a cloud map, but okay, so that's why PlanIT. All right, so here's the problem. Right now, so there is a Inomido right now, so it's available. Will be available next month. So right now, I'm thinking new UI or old UI. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show the one you're using right now, but I'm UI in this similar, because this recorded. So when the new version, I use that right away. For the old UI, if I tell you right now, not be there anymore. So it doesn't make sense. So for people who already use the app, you can UI and see and the old UI. All right. So this is the old UI. Here it's a title bar. Currently the tool is the pager, basically the main feature right now, called ephemeris pager. Left and right. So if you have app right now, you can try to go to different pages. 17 pages. Okay. So this one we call it whatever the current information game between these two. This is a map. Google map. You can change to satellite map, regular map. A slider that you can change the. And this one is the date. And this is the action bar. So this is the new UI. We still got title bar here. The first 9 will show you what you should do on this page. What the current step is. This is the people use the app. The location people got confused. So right now, location of your and this is again the pager, and this info window becomes smaller. There's also a floating button right here. Button you always want to click. Okay, button over there. Then the slider and this bar was. Okay, that's a new UI. See comparison here. Except that I'm showing the same amount. Get bigger. It's more wisely here. There's button here, button there is all gone. That's it. And this panel, so you got a bigger screen space to work with. So that's a new UI. All right, and also I could get rid of this. So functionality, many functionality can be accessed from this. All right, so that's a new UI. Okay, so whenever you go out, you take a landscape. The first thing you're gonna do is what? Bring a tripod. That's what? Set camera location. Same thing in this app. So first step. And in this step, you can check something like, for example, what is the current elevation in the first step. The second step is what's the main subject in this. Like for example, I'm gonna use a tunnel view. So you go to tunnel view, what's your main subject? Tell me. From tunnel view? Yeah, half dome, right? That's a big rock. Or the El Capitan. So yeah. So that's the main, you're gonna put the dome. Then, I think, I'm sorry. So look at the bottom. Is there a way you can adjust it? Thank you. Oh, I don't think so. Is something wrong here, I guess. Oh, that's fine. I think the problem with my computer. Don't worry about it. So yeah, it's not your problem. the format is wrong. Yeah, the format is wrong. Okay, I'll use the original format so that it's easier that way. Okay, now better. So the next step is you're gonna, because once you set up which direction you want to point to, down, then what's the focal length you want to use, right? That's so in the composition part, something you want to pay attention to. That enough if you have some both the foreground and background, and whether if the two have like 60mm wide length, it's way too wide. So that's the last step. Only here in the plan. In the real life, you cannot adjust the time. All right. You can adjust the time. You can go to in the future and see objects are, including sun, only the Milky Way or star. You can adjust right away, right in the. And we can also add an additional composition, like basically the locations. Say what's the ground content? It's distinct shape, right? So you can to the composition and so that's all you can do. Okay, so without here, it shows the main features. You can see there's so many of them. That's all the features in this 2-page. So I'm gonna skip this 2-page. I'm gonna come back. Look at all the pictures I took as an example. All right, this one I took in north of San Diego, probably very close to where Johnson lives, Corona Delma. This one I'll show you this one an hour ago. Yeah. It was taken 1 hour ago before the sunset. The same place, but it's raining that day, okay? But you can see there's some red lines. And the reason I want to point this here is very low, right? But if the sun was coming from the sun, the clouds low, and the sun gonna squeeze in from very lower angle, it was. That's why I wait there until 1 hour. This picture. Okay, the same day it's raining. People raining. Go home. But I waited. So, but the reason I want to use this one is I want to show you many people use this app. The sunset, direction is out there. Here. Okay, can you see it? Right? Can see it fine, right? I'll drag to this side. Okay, in this the app I'm opening it right now. It shows what the sunset and sunrise. Let me use this mouse. You can see the mouse, right? So this one, this is the time for the sunrise. This is the direction. Mention what the direction. We use to determine what the direction of certain sun or moon. Azimuth. Azimuth is if you north, the azimuth. Okay, then you rotate it clockwise. If the 90 degree is, then the 180 degree is south, and the west. So here you can say is which is this 9. This is the yellow color. You see the icon. And here, that's basically the direction of sunrise. So this is the moonrise. This is the sunset, and this is orange. So the sun, on this page, the sunrise always before the sunset, but swapped. Like in this case, because on that set first, this is the blue color. This one gonna move in the around midnight. Okay. For that picture, I need to find out. I'm saying is that where the sunset. How to do this here? I have to bring it up. So you tap here. There is a rotation sensor. This one just like a campus. Yeah. Yeah. For this one, I have to lift up. That's the only case I have to lift up. So this like work like campus, but you can. The green fan is moving. You see that? So so for example, right now the orange is the sunset line. So I just move it until, which means that direction is the sunset is gonna be. The thing you want to say, okay, where the sunset is gonna be? That enable the orientation sensor. Yeah, I have to do this way. So see, moving. Yeah. But well, that's fine. But they can see it over here. Yeah, that's okay. Later, I will use some finger operation. Then I'll show it. Yeah, right now. Okay, thank you. How you do it? Okay, so let me disable this one. So this is the first feature. So in this one, I'll give you some here. All right, in this new user interface, there are many things. It says, so the title box is set a camera location. That's the first step in any. You can drag the map around. Icon. They're kind of hard to do. You can only drag the map. You cannot drag the icon directly anymore. So you can drag here. Once you decide where you're going to shoot the picture, press this pink button here. press this. Okay, I'm doing it right now. Pin it. Okay. So now I'm gonna set the scene location. Here it says set the scene location. So I just randomly pick a location here. Okay. Automatically change to adjust the composition. So you can drag this green fan. Green fan mean? People guess. The focal length, yes. The angle of the word you're going to point at to shoot the picture. Drag the whole thing to adjust the direction of your camera, or you can adjust the one line here, or just bigger. Or you can tap this focal length label here. You can tap it. You can choose. Let's say use here, okay? Choose this one. Then this azimuth is the direction of the camera. You can see it's moving when I drag the green fan. And this is a landscape orientation or the portrait orientation. Basically, you're pointing the camera this. I can tap it. Notice that when I tap that, the angle sense, right? Because I'm basically using portrait orientation. And this way is narrower angle of view. And notice there is a button, like a viewfinder kind of button. Give you the choice of what the possible this thing. So I usually use the first one is a view. This one. So you tap here. I'm basically going to see in the view. The line here is basically that's the same location is. So you can go back. All right, that's a new UI. The similar existing one, right? Yeah, better, right? So it's basically give you everything that right there on the floating button. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. So it's better. Yeah, people use that. The one you have to pin, unpin. It's very confusing sometimes. Like for example, right now, I drag it out. Change. What did this button do? What's the first thing? To go back, yeah. So every time I drag, sometimes you drag out, right? In Pleasanton here, there's no icon anymore. Right here, just click, go back. So you will not lose control. The icon going to be. And the other thing is if you let's see, I'll make it smaller. So you see the green font is getting smaller, and if I drag with the green font, so it will. Green font is too big; it covers the whole screen. You have no place. So right now, it's only stop right here, and when you drag the out, you see the line coming out. Is that you can see it? You see the line. Not be dragged anymore. It's just the indicator is. So even you drag all the way to here, you can see still green line. It's in the view, everything outside. So this way you can tell, but you cannot drag it. The map, okay? Okay, so that's the new UI. Here you can drag up to see the time slider, or drag down to hide it. One, you can drag up to hide it, to show it. All right. Then you can further drag it down on this circle to see the old user interface page you want to go to. There are total 17 pages. Into 4 categories. The top one, moon. Everything for the daytime, use this 4 or 5 pages to do it. It's a night photography. Milky Way, meteor shower, or even dark sky. And the next one is a special interest for the exposure. There's 5 of them. Rainbow as well. Blue color is a tight. Okay, so that's total. The reason I put in different color is if you look at the indicator here, this color matches. We're gonna find 4 of them for the sun and the moon. So I can tap directly to go it. So I can tap on any circle indicator to. At the beginning, you may not know which one is which because 17 of them is kind of hard. go to this page and take a look. That's fine. See it. But once you get it familiar, you will know, okay, this is which page is for which one. Once you get it familiar, become very, very familiar with the app. So all the pages can be tapped directly. How many people know that it can be tapped? But you can tap it. You know that, okay. And for the bottom here, you can tap this clock icon. This clock icon will the current time. So anytime, different time, right? But once you can click here to go back to current. Right now it's 227, so that's correct, yeah. There's two new buttons here. This is basically the lecture. What's the lecture event? This is a golden hour, because photographers are interested in certain times of the day. They don't interested about anything in the hour is good. So that's why lecture event. Sunset. Next is blue hour ends. So all this event this way. You can see my mouse moving and then my finger moving. So to go to the next event, you can drag the slider here. So that's how you adjust the time. Well, this is the event. The slider is you can change the different scale of the slider. Right now, basically changing the hours. But you can tap here. Now change. Tap again. Change the month. And if you tap on the right-hand side, you can go down. Month, hour, even minutes. A very fine adjustment of the existing iOS app has a problem. It's very hard to tap. Because Apple introduced the 3 times. Only tap it very slightly. This version will fix that. So sorry about that. It's something we didn't. And the new thing here is on the left side, there is a button here. You will see the event list. It basically tells you what's a major event. Score done continuously, forever, endless. Here is where this one, for example, this one is the sunrise. This is the sunset. And if there is, I'll show you another one here. Let's go down. So, for example, right now I just click here. By clicking, I'll make it to be the current time here different. Like this one ends and after sunrise. So you see the one over here. That's basically the selected one and the time. So if you're shooting something, you can how long gonna take for the sunset, and how long from the sunset time to whether you want to change it, and that's basically quickly give different is, and also tell you the direction. Right, the moon direction is east southeast. I didn't show you the angle, but direction is, and you can always long press. Here is the sunset time. Here, long press, go back to the. So the other one is the event, is also something. Okay. So there is 4 different calendars. The first calendar is that you can just different months. Then this is the lunar phase. And this is the this is the calendar. The label is wrong. So the Milky Way calendar can tell you best for the Milky Way. You can see there's some places that have 1 green, 3, right? 3 usually let's say it has a 4-hour time, 4-hour. See the Milky Way center for 4 hours. If the 1 is only 30. Here, you can pick which day is the best for me. Have to, fumbling around. Right here, you can see it. So if you schedule and locate or like a Bisty or a Brixel, you just look at here instead of looking at the rest of the app right now. Use this one. Yeah, this is something new, and there's a bug right now, but it's wrong. It should be Milky Way calendar. Okay. Yes, the location is. So that's where it is, and location, everything here will be up. Both hemisphere, pretty much in the whole US, this calendar is pretty much the same. Big difference, yeah. But if you go to South Hemisphere, it's totally different. All right, so that's a new 2 calendar and the events thing and a new UI. Okay, I covered back to the slides here. Okay, for this picture, what's special about this one is a sunburst. Sunburst. Okay, so I show you how to know this. Okay, let me here. In the new UI, you can create a new plan. Either I'm gonna do a search. The top button is a search for tunnel view first. I'll switch to the satellite map so that I can see what's on. I can tap on any marker. It shows a pop-up from bottom. So for this one is basically a travel is a overlook. Maybe I don't really care anything. Give a rating. World class location tunnel view. So the photographer can give a marker because it allows you to search by those ratings. You can easily about this location. And you can also non-press on the marker, so it'll become floating. Put it anywhere I want. That's where I'm gonna stand to take picture. You're gonna center it. Then all right. So next step, you're gonna search for the house. So again, in the add a marker, I can add it. Ring, make it a mountain peak because for the elevation profile, there's a check. This will you want to check this checkbox because you're gonna interview finder. So I check this. I want to show the icon, but I want to say okay. Now I just pin the to this location. Adjust this. Take a look and see what it looks like. Okay, so this is the ground contour of the half right here. This is the half dome. It is showing a kind of like a basically it's like a whole area. Okay. But if I look. This is a half dome, right? But there's something here. It's a form a sunburst. Do you know what this is? This peak is? Anyone know? Wow, very familiar. So they're impressive. Well, I'm not gonna search here, but you can right here. See, there's a hidden line right here. I just center that. I go back to. Oh, sorry. I always forget to do that. So I just tap the Centennial Dome. Now I just say add a marker. I'll add it as terrain. Again, I show the name. So now I go back to the composition. Let's take a look again. You see a ctenoidome? Right here, right? Just compare these two pictures. It's a similar, right? And that's where the sun gonna be. Let's take a look, because I took this, the notes here. 2015. The 26th. Time is 6:39. Oh, sorry. It's 6:39. Okay. The sun, right? It's tiny, very tiny. Yeah. So that night, there's no cloud that day at all. A couple of us were. I just play with the plane and say, oh, will be sunburst today, tomorrow. Wake up, just do it. Otherwise, there's no point. We can during that day. So everybody got the. Okay, that's how you use this marker to know exactly where the sun or the moon gonna come out. This one probably took probably 50 minutes. Yeah, to see it. Yeah, I think from tunnel view meter you can see both L capital and 4. That's the best focal length. Okay, this is the very famous place. It's a Mesa Arch in Canada National. This picture is not very interesting, nothing special about this one. I want to show it because I want to use this to find out the range of the possible sunrise location. So I go back here. I'm gonna switch. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna switch to the sun and the moon finder feature. So only in this feature you can see the range of the sun side, whatever celestial object is. I tap here. I'm gonna go back to maybe this location. All right. You see there is a orange fan. So what does orange fan mean? Tell you. What does it mean? The what? The range. Yeah, that's here. You can see the top is the same. So this one basically tell you what's a possible sunrise direction given date. So right now I can change the date. I can change to January 1st to 2016 all the way to December 31st. That's the range gonna be. And so if you only change to this month, you see it becomes possible sunrise directions in that month. Okay. So maybe a 2 year will be the same. I can change to 2 years later, the same. Because every year, same thing. But the moon is also, but it's kind of different. But let's take a look what's the moonrise direction. Still the same. No, it's still the same. If I change it to like a 2 year, oh, this is already 2 years. Then change it to 1 year, it's still the same. But if you change a month, it will be different. Like this month, it's still pretty wide compared with the sun one.
Can you specify the range of time instead of this month? How about say next month?
Okay, yeah, you can just change the time. Yeah. So this is starting. This one is the starting date. This is the end. The reason I choose this because it's easy to select. I can say today, make it today. Only the 1 day and 1 year later, what the range is gonna be. No. Yeah, all the ephemeris, everything on the top. I'm talking today is there already. Okay. So that's the range. Okay, go back to the reason I mentioned this one. I said is after I take this picture, I go back and play with. I realize at this location, this arch is so exact that you go there, you can see the sunrise. And it's all nature. That's impressed by the nature, the majesty of the nature. So every day. In the winter, you cannot see the sunrise. No, you can. So it's so pretty about this, special about this. So the next one is the blue hour. Many people take blue hour for the sky lines, but hours. And this one, I was taking the picture in Denver. From 4.5 elevation was basically negative means. So negative 4.5, 8. So you can see 30 to 748, only 8. You can see the color changes. That's why you need to pick the best timing to go there. Best is maybe personal. You can see changes a lot. Here you can see the in the where the content color. Over here is a blue, the color. All right. From this app, okay, I always use this chooser so that you can see where to go there. Special hour, where you just say where the blue hour is. And there is 2 blue hours. Why there is 2 of them? Yeah, one is for the sunrise, the other for the sunset. Okay, the 2 blue hours. And also, the definition of a golden hour in this app is when the elevation angle is from 6 degrees to golden hour. Then the blue hour is from negative 4 to 6, or negative 8. We define it. And on the previous page, there is also a twilight. Highlights here. The sun elevation is for the civil twilight. You can description of it, instead of me talking here, but degree to negative 6 degree is civil twilight. Negative 6 degree to negative 12 degree twilights. Then from the 18 is astronomical twilight. And after the astronomical, the sky really become dark. Milky Way, the best time is when the twilight ends. That time should start, or when it starts. Okay, that's these 2 pages. So any questions so far? Good. Okay, now let's talk about the moon. This is a picture we're taking in San Diego. The line is not that. It's close to airport. This building here is so not that tall at all, but that's a high. For this one, I'm gonna use practical scale for the app. I'm gonna use a phone. That building is called One American Plaza. Can I say AZA? I'm gonna start a new plan. So if you notice, it automatically to this location. But notice the location is not exactly right. You see, the building was automatically added over there. Is wrong. I need to drag for that. So I'm drag it and put it on. Is this the right place? Why? Just tell me. So if you look at, because this is a satellite picture, straight from top down, but from the side, the base of this building. So if this, like for example, people moon picture want to align perfectly, the right location for this marker. Instead, this is the base from here, and from here. you need to put the marker right at the on the top. So somewhere over here. Yeah. You only need to do this kind of fine adjustment if you do. You only care about the general. It's okay, all right. Only if you do it here on this building, you need to find, and then you can tap on that the building skyscraper and save it. The other thing you can do is you can give a width to that marker. But how do you find out how tall? You can click this search button right here. And it tells me it's 500 feet. Right here, 500 feet. So I go back, enter 500. So for the width, I just estimate. Let's say done. You didn't see any change here, but let's take a look at the viewfinder. I tap here, I pin the scene icon over there. Camera. This is a location I normally go to take a picture of the camera over there. Then I can, kind of hard to see, but I can zoom in 100 millimeter. See that? Marker. This marker is what really is the size is real in a 200. Okay, so this is the, so if I want to do any alignment, let's show you how to do that. You go to the moon. I can, okay, do this way. So right now, if I drag the viewfinder, that's basically the camera gonna. If you want to tap this little hand here, and now I can select the range. Maybe somewhere over here. Okay, there's no good location here. One this year. There's one. Wow, it happened to be right there. I didn't expect that, but was right. You can even zoom all the way in, maybe to vertical. You can see that is. So this is very accurate. So at the first time we're doing this alignment, probably like 2 years ago, I say, okay, alignment picture in a shared island. I will not trust my few photographers. We think it's wrong, so I run away and try to find the alignment. Then I realized I wrong. They go back to see it. But this one is really accurate. People do this kind of alignment shot is very accurate. Okay, then you can find adjust the time. Go back. So you can find just to see where it's. Okay, and in the new version, you see the little color change. You notice that? You see it? So whenever it's aligned, I'm gonna show the colors aligned. See that? Okay. The only thing you need to do is you go to this location, make location, then take this picture. But of course, the foreground matter because some boats before. So you need to pick select which one is the best location. Okay, so that's this one. Most of the building markers I have connected all this. Look at here you can see I have so each one have like this one. I can tap here. You can see all the markers I add. The whole city was full of markers. Yeah. So I have one for San Francisco as well. Email me, make an share the chat group. So very easy. For example, if you want to save the marker. There is a share. There is a share after saving. Just click here. You all the apps you can share. WeChat is so then you can send to your friends or share to the email or share to Google Drive. Now you don't need to tell other people where the location is. Very easy to share. Okay, now let's see for this is from one shot. The reason I can do that because just sunset. It's still very bright. I can take picture in one shot. But some case, next picture, if you take a look, same location, but the sun was already set, and the moon is very bright. This is again from one picture by clouds. It kind of make it not that bright. That's why I can. The moon shot. The most important thing is not the moon. Is where the sun elevation is when you take the moon shot. So I'll use. Let me clear phone. Sorry. Okay, so maybe degree. So tap here, you will see the list of all 6 degrees, all of them. The difference is the sun elevation. If you look at the sun elevation here, -14. All these are full moons. Okay, so the same for all of them, but the sun position different. So the picture of this one versus this one is quite different because for this picture in one shot because the moon is very bright, and if you make the moon bright, the foreground will be very dark. So the quick way to do it. There is some filter right here. You can tap here. You can say, I want to be only in the golden hour, including silver or blue hour. So it gives you a less day to choose from. If you look at all there's no more -14 degree range. Or you can say, okay, I don't have time to have time. Maybe Saturday. All right. Only 10 results in that here. Yeah, so you can quickly find out which is the best time to do certain pictures. So this is a filter finder. Oh, no, I just random select the 60. In your case, I'll show you here. So you can see all the markers have the shape. I drag to find out all the moon. This is the moon. All the moon will rise above the skyline. There is sometimes viewfinder, but in this location, this 12 results the moon will be above the skyline. But there are 12 results. Then I can select the highlights. There's only 9 and 2 results. So for the whole year, there's only 2 results that kind of fits in perfectly for this particular component. You just come in here, you select it, then you go here, and you can add a reminder to your calendar. Yeah, let's see. So that's where the moon gonna be. Another location is all on the side. So you can see the different moon location is. See, I'm basically going back and forth and say where the moon location is. You see the moon is moving around. You see that? The moon. See that? And you can decide what's the best composition. So that's a finder. So that's what this 2 picture I want to show you. This one was used in the promotion here. And for this particular one, I'm gonna note the plan directly. Do it on the side. Sock. I think this is the one. Okay, this is a Salk Institute, but it's kind of hard to see. But what you can do, oh, it's gone. Again, okay, let me show you the. Just give me a second. I'm gonna try to find the picture. Okay, so what I just did, I come in here. Let's do this way. I select this viewfinder picture mode. I can select any picture. This one, I just select this one. I just say last thing. I basically have a picture as a background. And I know I use the 700 TSE 70 millimeters. And I can adjust that here to see where the moon will be. So if it exactly at where the moon it was, you see that? Then I can again just like this. And it tells me a list of times that the moon will be right aligned with beauty. Yeah, and for this particular one, I sometimes use this because you can take a camera, because right now if you want to, you have to use a like the skyline picture I show you, right? You have to use. Sometimes you don't want to do that. You can take a location and then use the picture as a. There is some step you have to do beforehand. When you're taking picture of this location and you want. You need to make sure that your camera is pointed, so not just no tilting up and down. Right. Make sure it's exactly horizontal. Most of the tripod has a need to make sure it's exactly that way. Then you maybe use a time, or use maybe 24-17 or 24-7. This way, you know exactly what the focal length is. The information, but if you do it that way, it will be more accurate. 24, either 17, 35 millimeter, either 16 or 70. Once you take picture, you can just tap here, find the picture, you can note it, and then you adjust the focal length, and you can adjust this way, match, because make sure that once you have that picture set, you can now this picture become your background. One anywhere here. You can do it anywhere like that. Finder, use this, find out perfect, just one shot. Okay, so save some time. This is a millimeter lens times 2, so 1,000. Okay. Yeah, but no, for this video is not. For this 400 millimeter lens times 1.4 extender. So that's only like 560. Not that one. That's not long. So okay, that's this one. We took it just before the the kids was dressed up as wizard, Richard, and this one was planned by. She actually used PlanIT better than me. Everything we just follow. There's maybe 3 mother bring 5 kids as an actor, which is 400 away from us. Photographers like 400 millimeters away from them, and we use cell phone to talk. shot. So again, I can show you the which is basically again will be very slow. While waiting, I can talk about. For this one, the sun was down maybe -8 degrees. That's why we have to use this too hard to get the main have some it's too basically too dark. So that's why this clear enough, right? This is too dark. But silhouette works pretty well in this case. Do that way. But if those mothers want to do something like this to your kids, more like a good shape. Like otherwise you can't see anything. See this? You can see boom and the pumpkin. So it's way too slow here. It's too slow. I don't think. Okay, I'll skip for now. It's too slow. I can't show it. All right, the next star trails. So the stars and trails can be accessed from here. The first one, this one right here is star trails. This is not a good one. I'll change to different ones because this is sunrise right now. And you can tap here to set if you want to take a look. Yeah, this feature is there. Right now is okay. You can see all the major stars, about 100 major stars, then all the constellations and all the LED. Those are you can select what in direction and everything. I select Polaroid by default because photo you need to know why, and it tell you where the Polaroid location. And on the second line, there is a starting time and ending time, and where the sun was down enough, and also there's no moon in this at all on the. It's a different date, maybe 2 over. You see the moon line is shorter. The star line is o'clock, 10:32 to all the way to 5. Time there is no moon at all. Okay, and it tell you there is over 7 hours, and the total angle trail gonna be the 105 degrees. You can also see that in the viewfinder. How to do this? So this is starting time, and this is the ending time. Down press. So that's what it's gonna start. I'm shooting north right now. Other side, you can see where the star facing east. That's where start. I can even adjust time. I don't need to shoot star. I can adjust time. Shorter string, shorter. Okay, so basically you can simulate what it look like in your picture. You want to match the star with the foreground. If you look at the foreground in the rounded shape, maybe you can put it around. But if it's on the side, maybe this better. Star trail. There's a little button on the top. You can tap on that. You'll star trail mode. That's basically people know what a 500 rule is, right? In order to take a picture without the star is moving or the Earth was rotating, if you want a star trail, you need to follow the 500. Basically saying 500 focal length, you get the number your the shutter speed in maybe 16 millimeter. Why is not working? Oh, something wrong here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but it's not updating. Yeah, 16 millimeter seconds. But if you're shooting 24, I'll use this to operate. It's better. It's 21 seconds. And also, if you shoot some picture, you will realize 500 rule have some star trails on the corner. Rule called the COC rule. If you use this rule, you can only, if you have a prime lens that is very aperture, you can use this. Generally less star trails. Okay, this is the button to toggle between. This is the 500 rule mode. Okay, that's a star trail. This is a picture I before the woman, noon door or whatever, the woman. Yeah. So in the city, you can still have star trail because you only need a few stars to have. Kind of hard to see. I can't even see some stars. You still can capture them. Oh, the next one is the Milky Way. How many people have shot the Milky Way? All right, not even half. Okay. Well, the Milky Way page, there are 2 pages for Milky Way. Yeah, this one, Milky Way Center and the Milky Way Seek. So let me talk about the reason you see the Milky Way moving. Yeah, because the Earth is rotating, right? Milky Way is actually, so those stars are not moving at all. I mean, they're from Earth standpoint, they're not moving. The reason Earth is moving, Earth is rotating. Okay, so when the Earth is rotating, it takes a day is 24 hours, right? But when you 3 hours, 56 minutes, some seconds. 4 minutes short every day. So that's why if you see, let's say you see a Milky Way somewhere, the next day will be 4 minutes earlier. You see the same Milky Way. Right, that's why during like Milky Way center rise, maybe before the morning, before in the summer, just after sun, Milky Way. So it's moving 4 minutes every day. The position is fixed for any location on the Earth. Of that location is fixed. Around every day, repeat itself. It's not randomly. Like the sun or moon, or the moon is actually could be in certain direction, but always the same. All right. So that's why once you understanding of this feature here. So on this page, MWC is Milky Way Center. I just have an acronym here. That's when Milky Way Center visible period. So for October 19, from 7:34 all the way to 9:20, so only 1 hour. But if you to May, so you have longer time. And you can adjust. This green line here is when the Milky Way center was above the horizon. So you can see, and you can adjust is how the Milky Way was moving. This is where it's going to rise. Milky Way rise. And it's moving up. And I'm also moving direction as well until it's daytime. Now it's a daytime. And on the second line, tell you what's the range. What's the azimuth range here. This is the how many hours. Maybe it's kind of hard to imagine what's the Milky Way in your camera from this kind of view, but up here you will see it. That's what the Milky Way is gonna. Okay, so this basically gives you a visualization of the Milky Way shape to see how it moves. See that? And this one is the Milky Way center. These are the bright part of the Milky Way. If you see a green circle, green color is bright. Everything is just orange color is not bright enough. Capture any Milky Way shot, try to capture the rest. Okay, so the next page is the Milky Way. So for the Milky Way seeker, I just mentioned that the Earth is rotating. So if I tell you, can we see Milky Way right now? Well, Milky Way is up, but we cannot see it because it's the so-called Milky Way seeker feature is not Milky Way. It's to look for the dark time. So if you tap here, they say there are 170, 18 results. Was low enough. You can see all the sun, say 25. That's because it's dark enough. It to be negative 18 degrees. So I see. But for Milky Way shot, you can select this no moon. Got a 67 result. That's what. Then you can again select the whatever, only 20 results. So take a picture of this kind of this way. There's only 20 results during the year. I mean, if you weekend only 20, but without a moon. So to use this feature, you just adjust this. Adjust until to have this kind of shape. Then you can come here. So you have to adjust the slider shape. You cannot just drag like in the sun moon finder. I can drag where the Milky Way gonna, where the sun moon gonna be, but only drag the slider to change the. And once you select one, here will tell you what are the results of Milky Way. All right. People understand this part? Because it's kind of hard, tricky. Should the Milky Way, you don't know what I'm talking about right now. Really? Yeah. Yeah, question?
You mentioned the equipment requirements for the Milky Way, so
yeah, I think. Yeah. So, yeah, a quick one. Just you need a wide angle lens, maybe 16, 24, with 0.2 lens. Then you have a tripod. Yeah. The rest is just you need an app you want to figure out where the Milky Way. Yeah, that's the Milky Way. Okay, this one was taken with J and N. Yeah, we went to wave, not the same. No, the Milky Way gonna be rise particular direction, kind of similar to this direction. Yeah, somewhere around here. So this is the Milky Way shape, and we found out there is such a Milky Way, and so there's no moon at all. The Milky Way we're gonna be there, but we don't foreground we're gonna be because it doesn't make any sense, right? So we want to make sure shot in wave that has the light. We hike 2 hours to get to the wave, and there's a water. It will rain before. I just say, okay, maybe this direction looks because I use the sensor. I need to make sure exactly because we will be waiting whole day to take the picture. We don't want 2 o'clock either. It's only day pass. So I use to find out where the exact. That's how I did. Phone. Still that's not okay, but it doesn't really matter. Let me go back. Okay. So you see the Milky Way direction was over here. But when we get there, we can see where the sun is. So I just say maybe, let's see, okay. So this is the sun. You see the sun This is where the sun is. Okay, because we can see the sun, right? So I just put the phone on the ground. I rotated the phone so that the sun at the sun. This sun is pointing at that real sun. Okay? So I just rotating like this. You can see me basically doing this rotating until it's pointing at. To that sun, I know. Oh, of course, the first step you need to change the time. Don't forget this step. So right now, let's say it's at 3 in the afternoon. So then I leave the phone on the ground. I adjust the to the moon was just right. So that direction of the Milky Way will be the direction of the Milky Way at night. So that's how. At this rock, I know it's correct. Use the sensor feature because in case something wrong in the thing, But this way, use this way to find out where the direction is. Use this way is more accurate. Okay. Oh yeah, it's right here. In the existing one, there is also a dot button. There is the enable reservoir, but in the enable sensor. Yeah. So the next one is the Milky Way arch. People like to take a Milky Way arch. Very impressive, right? The whole arch, The arch, remember, 180 degrees. So it will never be net, no matter where space may be different. But on Earth, it's always on you are. It could be different height. It could be different. If you don't take an arch, it's always 180. That's why I introduced you the panorama app. You tap here, you can see little. It's kind of hard to see the color. So you see little a fan here, very white fan. I can adjust the whole fan. So green line to this green line is the whole view. And I'm using 14mm right now. Take 4 shots. Look at this number. 4 shots and 45 degrees to take this panorama. Change the setting here. Go to the setting. You can how many percent you want. But for Milky Way shot, I usually want a larger overlap. I select, and every time I go 5 degrees. So that's what you're gonna be doing here. And if I change to maybe 4mm lens, yeah, you need 6 pictures at 3. People tell me why I need to know the degree to rotate. During the daytime, if you're taking panorama, you just look at. You can say, oh, overlap, they're just rotated. Amount of overlap. But at day, I'm sorry, in the nighttime, you cannot see anything. Like those in this location. So, in case I have too little overlap, then in the post processing, you will play. That's why it's important you know this degree, and then you can use a little to look at the tripod, because most tripod has a scale, so you can see it. This way, you know it will work. So just rotating 30 degrees every time, or 60 degrees, 30 degrees every time if you use 20. 16mm lens will be 4 and 40 degrees. Just remember this simple thing. Using portrait orientation, because most orientation instead of the landscape, it's a landscape. It's a portrait. Portrait you will have taken less distortion, so you will have a panorama. So that's a Milky Way panorama. Panorama as well, but I just use. Yeah.
So when you take 4 shots of the time
Oh, you need to do it as fast as possible. Yeah. And the reason is, yeah, the Earth is rotating, so the star. If you waiting too long, then kind of. But I think Photoshop, when they align each other, I don't think they probably still use a foreground. I guess, right? Is that right? I guess it's still foreground, but it's better, you know. Otherwise, you maybe see a Milky Way was kind of broken in the middle. Yeah. Yeah, the question is, when you panorama, do you level the tripod or the head, or use a rotating pad where I can, doesn't matter, my tripod is level of just the ball header. There is a panel head above that, hitting the panel head at all. In this case, that would be easier, I think. Yeah. Okay. Next one will be the rainbow. So the rainbow feature can be accessed over here. There's. Okay, I'll come in here to show you. Do you need a break? No. That's fine. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay. All right. Okay, this is. But this is the first picture I predict use my app. So this is the Yellowstone National Park in the Lower Yellowstone Fall. I go there, like probably I predict about line can have a Milky Way, so I waited, but that time there's some clouds. So when the sun was not strong enough, then the rainbow brighter, not good enough. That's why. But there, you can see there is a rainbow right here. Okay, that's a. To do that is actually very simple. If you phone. So let me go to the Lower Yellowstone. Big finger. Jeez. For. I added a marker to make it a waterfall. Doesn't really matter you change it or not, but it's just easy for you to remember when you look at a map. So I always change the icon so that you can see what's actually is. And without a marker right there. So this is the lower fall. I'll start in my. And I'm gonna set my scene location over there. In the scene over there. Then for the camera, there is a place called Art. That's had the best view to the fall. Where the artist point. Right here. Okay. So that's where I'm gonna stand to take picture of the waterfall with rainbow. There's a way to do. Now I have the waterfall marker. There's still the mist is. Because the waterfall itself will not create a rainbow. It's a mist that creates rainbow. The reflected sunlight is gonna create. So I still go back here. I zoom in all the way. Oh, sorry. Where's the mist? Maybe somewhere around here. I have to guess because once you predict rainbow for that location, predict once, you know it'll be easier. But first time you have to guess. So the accuracy is not 20 minutes, something like that. So because you don't know exactly what this mist is. Okay, atom 1, edit it, make it to be a mist. Not must, mist. What? missed. For the name. All right, now go back to this composition. View that in the simulated viewfinder. Okay, it's kind of similar to this. You know, down right here, and the mist is somewhere on the bottom. Right? It kind of makes sense. The question is where the rainbow is. Let me make it bigger. Rainbow is coming. All right, it actually touched a little bit. Oh, sorry. See the rainbow? So as long as the rainbow touch with the mist, you're gonna have rainbow. Let me zoom in to 17. You see the rainbow? But today is not a good day because it's not that good. But let me change to another date. Which day I go there? Let me take a little time here. I didn't write it. Okay, maybe this time. So if you go there August 20, 2016, see, you can see the rainbow is crossing. So as long as the rainbow crosses with that mist over there, you will see. And also this applied to rainbow from the rain, but to make sure it's just after the rain. You must have sun when you have the rainbow, and then the reason is whenever there, where is the sun gonna be? Opposite, yeah, very logical. It's always the opposite, and then when the higher the sun is, the lower. Always basically use your head as a and going down, always that way. The same thing applies to moon ball. Like moon ball for both the lower and upper, and also apply to fog. Yeah, you have moonlight. It could happen. Okay, so it's a rainbow. So the next one is the fireworks. But how the fireworks to do with the planet? Well, this is just one way to app in a creative way. Okay, so let's show you how that works. Oh, I'll show you the picture first. So this is a picture we got. In San Diego, there is in the July, have 4 locations. They have at the same time doing the exact of them. So they post a website, tell you where to have a firewall. So we look at a map, put the marker on the app. Let me see, show you. Plan, firework. So before the July 4th, we look at different to figure out where what, and we figure out this location is the best. The marker we put in there. You're gonna see this is the one, this is and another one over there. So all these are firework. Tab to show you. See, all these are firework markers. And the result will be, let me open it on this. I don't think. Yeah, this is a good one. Okay, see, I put 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can do this kind of marker icon, different 4 markers for the firework location. Tap here to see it. See, the first one is this one. And that's the one. 100 feet or something. The height of this, basically estimate along right here, and or just behind the first location, we can see all 4 of them at the same time. It's a good location for this file. happy about result. You can see all 4, 2, 3, 4. All 4 of them in the picture. That's a creative way. It has nothing to do with, but you can still use this app to kind of do this. Question? This is a single shot. It is. Yeah. It is single shot. It's a like maybe 8 seconds or 5 seconds, something like that. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, all 4, they have the 4 locations, they have 5 at the same time. Exactly. No. Yeah, this is a 4 same time. Yeah. Okay, the one I don't have slides here, but I'm gonna show you feature. Many people are interested in time lapse, so the first one is the time lapse. You tap time lapse. First row will show you the 4 parameter of one is how long you're gonna stay there to take the time lapse. One is the interval between 2 shots. Case, and after this error is the video part. Video clips, you're gonna have 10 at 30 frames per second. So this is the equation. Anything here, the other will be changed. So this sign here means this one will change other numbers. But typically I press to make this one to be auto. Then no matter what I'm changing, this number will be updated. So basically I'm here to calculate the, and let's say you have 400 shots, and you can take a look at storage. Let's say you will have maybe 30 per picture, much storage place. So you get your quick shots you're gonna need. And on time, starting time and ending time. Press to set my time to the starting time. Can do a play here. It's kind of hard to see, but notice the start. Okay, you see it? Kind of hard to see. You see that, right? So what this simulation. So if you many problems with time lapse, you have thing is you don't know 1 hour. You may not know exactly, but you can preview exactly what is going to happen. You select from 15 minutes, you can see exactly. So if I want to sign exactly moving out from that, I change the, okay, what is this thing? Okay, I see the moon, okay? All right, okay. The moon is still below the horizon at this time. I can tap here, use the current time as starting time. So I'm from line 20, 9, and I should maybe 1 hour late, or I do this way. Okay, maybe here I stop. So I tap here. This one as the ending time. I'm gonna. So you can see the moon is moving out. So you see the time here is changing. It gives you a preview of the whole. Instead of waiting for 2 hours to see you have a chance to preview that. Then you can adjust. Time lapse use a rotating header, right? Because you camera header around. You can do that as well. On press to set a time, then I can change. I can shooting this way. All right. So I set the current setting as starting setting. My rotating as well. So at the end I got maybe here. So I tap here, use this one, and I do a plan again. Only this moon is moving around, the camera is. Now you have not only just preview the moon movement, but also the camera. Okay, so that's a time-lapse feature. I don't know how many already. Not yet. Yeah, after this season, because this will give you a much better chance of a success, including you can preview the Milky Way or other things as well. Okay, any other feature? Yeah, the next feature I'm going to show you the exposure feature. Exposure feature is a calculator for exposure. You can see the EV exposure value. Then it can turn out this the exposure triangle, aperture, and ISO. So in other combination together will give you this kind of. And you can change here to maybe 15. So during the day, be ISO 100, 1 of 500 shutter speed. So you can change here. It will be maybe have a longer time, so 8. You can change here to different ones. And the feature here is that you can use the scene. The scene mode will changing depends on I can change. So this is during the daytime, right? When it's getting darker, you can see the time changing, EV changing. Now it becomes -6. In other words, because I know where the sun or moon is to determine what's the ambient light particular time. And you can also select change the skyline. Then because skyline is 1, so that's the skyline. Especially for beginners, you don't know how to shoot skylines. ISO 100, aperture 8, 32 seconds. 32 seconds. That's how the setting for the skyline at light. But during different. So this is still during the daytime. When you drag the time, it will quickly changing. Become 30. And you can also use that as an ND field. Say you use right now, you use 100, 200 per second. You can change it, or use 5 seconds. So that's an ND field calculator. And if you want to use it, you can use a timer. It's done. Can't hear. Anyway. Yeah, the rest is just some light meters. So it's tell you right now the EV. So this is setting. Oh, because I have 2-step. So basically, you use a light sensor to detect what's the current. Okay, so that's exposure feature. So any other feature you want me to cover? Light rainbow is down, right? This one tight. Tight, okay. So the tight feature, whenever you switch to the tight feature, you have type. So you can tap here, go back to here so that you can have more familiar. My current location, I started. Go back to tight. Sorry. Is that Coyote Creek is the nearest Thai station here? I don't know. No. But it might be different, right? This is based on direct station to your current location. Near the beach, you will get a better. Okay, but here the closest one. So. Okay, so here I can adjust the time to see the. Oh no. So slow. Okay, I can adjust the time. I change, and this is the high tide, and this is the high tide again. So every 3 no high tide or 4 no high tides. And let's say at this particular location, the last page, for that particular location, the 1 feet tide is the best at 1 feet. And it tell you this much result, right? Then I don't want any golden hour sunset. So it tell you many days that will be hour tide height. Okay, so that's why this only for the only 20 results. That if you see a good sunset, you may go there. You want it. So that's how you tide seeker feature to do that. So that's the last feature. So search the tide and the time. Okay, that's one. That's it for today. And finally, there are 2 more seminars after this one. The first talk about 感觉 all right, 感觉表达 11 what this is okay, 110, sorry. So forget about 0, nobody can live that long anyway. So you will be at the, I think at the Hua, all right. Then the next one will be the Luojiashan to talk about on the February 5th. So that will be at this location. Okay, so make sure you guys come to what's these 2 seminars. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you. So, any questions? Yeah, well, I will have a manual for that. So yeah. Yeah, I will have a manual. So right now, reason is that there is a user interface. There's a lot of things going on right now. Will be deprecated later. Yes. When the release is out, everything I purchased before I have the version is all free. No extra cost. Yes. New version, the Android version will come out like maybe 2 weeks after that. So I'll have the latest version. Yeah. Nothing what? Oh, low signals, yeah. In a position low signals, everything works except the map. So you will not see map, but you can still use the marker features as well. Yeah, I will.